Welcome to Blunt Talk Podcast with host and best-selling author Gino Arcaro. Blunt Talk Podcast is sponsored by X Fitness and Jordan Publications, publisher of Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter. To reach your personal best, buy Gino's book, Soul of a Lifter, at Amazon.com or GinoArcaro.com.
Purebred, misled. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. We're broadcasting today from the third floor of my gym, X Fitness, Welland, Ontario, Canada. X Fitness is deeply committed to lift in mind, body, and soul, and to the celebration of good inspirational news only. If you feel unfulfilled, if you're searching for happiness, here's the two-word answer: to lift. Make your mission to lift. Lift someone. Lift anyone. And I will guarantee you will feel the greatest reward ever. You can go buy a big car. You can go buy a big trip. You can go buy a big house. You will never feel a greater reward than lifting someone. To lift. I strongly recommend. I strongly urge you. Make that your mission statement, just like X Fitness has made their mission statement to lift, and my own personal mission statement to lift. And then you got to live it. We have lived it for 43 years. We have lifted students and athletes, over 25,000 of them. And we still do every day. We live it. Here's real life lesson number 7,603 that I've taught football players for 40 years and college law enforcement students for 2 decades. Purebred, misled. I'm going to spell purebred for you. Purebred, like a loaf of bread. Purebred, misled. I'm purebred, /purebred, Italian. I'm purebred, Purebred, Italian, and purebred, Italian, Purebred, Italian. Dual meaning. Both my parents were poor, illiterate Italian immigrants. Second meaning. I am a bread addict. I am a professional fat fighter. I have fought fat my whole life. If you struggle with fat, I understand. I am on your side. Let me repeat that. I'm on your side. I used to lift heavy and eat heavy with portion sizes as big as a 45-pound plate, under the assumption that big was better. My meals were the equivalent of an all-you-can-eat buffet. I rationalized that lifting heavy justified eating heavy, even though eating heavy made me feel like shit. It was self-sabotage. I kicked 2 habits: bread and giant portion sizes, long ago. I have absolutely the worst genetics of anyone I have ever coached, probably who I've ever met. I have to lift maniacally every day to build muscle and #get cut. Otherwise, I'm a candidate for becoming a 300-pounder. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I've got 2 choices: lift 300 or weigh 300. Lift 300 or weigh 300. That's it. There's nothing in between. Here's my point. If I can #get cut at 61 years old without steroids, without any performance-enhancing drugs, anyone can. Any human can. No one has worse athletic genetics than I do. I am the farthest from a natural athlete that you can find. I never have and never will use it as an excuse. I just lift every day. I've got a no days off streak that started on July 25th, 2016. I have a 49-year workout streak. I'm telling you this, ladies and gentlemen, to inspire you. I'm not bragging. I am not boasting. The only reason I'm telling you this is to inspire you. You don't need New Year's resolutions. You just need to make a pledge, like I did. I lift every day because of need. The same way I need oxygen. If I can do it, you can do it. I am not the typical gym guy who scolds people about how to eat or how to live. I've told my athletes and students for 43 years that I love them all. I truly love all of them, but I will not micromanage your life, your food consumption, your alcohol consumption, your narcotic consumption. You, I tell them, have to exercise your own free will and live with the results, good or bad. I have told my students and athletes right up to today to my women's lifting team, there is no feeling like hashtag being cut. I will not drive you to the gym, but I will drive you in the gym like no one else will. Guaranteed, 100% fact.
Reach your personal best. Build your team's best. Buy Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter, available in softcover or ebook at Amazon.com.
Top 1000 workout song of the day. Enter Sandman. Yes, again, Enter Sandman. Enter Sandman. Now, I think I'm going to do it every day because I'm on a 107 workout streak. It is the entrance song to our first set. 3 workouts tonight with my women's lifting team. Each one of them started individually with the live version of Enter Sandman because there is no better music ever invented for the first set of a workout than Enter Sandman. Which one? The live version. From the iconic album Binge and Purge, released in 1993 by Metallica. $1.29 on iTunes. Guaranteed to lift. It's a masterpiece. You have to listen to it. There is absolutely no better music to start your workout with. Another 3 workouts last night with my women's lifting team. 3 separate workouts with 3 separate women. We don't do conventional workouts. We don't do 3 sets of this and 4 sets of those. We do high reps, high sets, and we do them fast. No break. That's why we call it the no break workout. It's a dual meaning. No breaks in between sets. And we teach our minds not to break. Just like I've taught my football players for 40 years. I'm not some gym guy who holds a clipboard yelling into a Janet Jackson headset while these women work out. I work out with them. I don't lead exercise classes at X Fitness. My daughter Leanne holds boot camp classes for women. That's different. I don't. I teach women, my women's lifting team, I teach them because they are serious. They don't break. They don't complain. They don't talk. They just lift. What's my point of all this? X Fitness is different, ladies and gentlemen. I don't carry around a tape measure. I don't measure your body parts. I fully immerse myself for 90 minutes in each workout with one woman at a time. Then I drop it. I don't strip down, take selfies, and then post half-naked poses on Instagram and Facebook. I don't do those things. Even though there's no one that you're going to meet who works out more obsessively and more obsessively during my workout. But I have a life after that. Working out is a huge part of my life, but it's not my whole life. I don't engage in conversations about the size of your biceps. I don't. If you read the introduction to my book, Soul of a Lifter, I tell you everything that I love to do. When I was a cop between 1975 to 1990, I loved it. I hated talking about it. I coached football for 40 years. No human has loved coaching football more, and I can prove it. I coached for free. Who the hell works for free? I did, because I loved it. But I can't talk to you about football because I hate talking about football. I actually do. I do my best. I try to be a gentleman. The other day was the NFL playoffs, and people at the gym, they don't mean anything by it. They think I care about the NFL. I don't. I don't! Then there was a national championship, Division I, University, College, United States, Clemson, Alabama. People were asking me, who do you think is going to win? What do you think of the game? I try to be a gentleman, and I know who won. I watch the highlights. I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I watch the highlights. I read the sports pages or whatever they're called now online. I know everything that's going on in football, but I don't like talking about it. Same thing I don't like talking about working out. But I will, guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen, I will coach you for 90 minutes into the best shape of your life. That's my point. My point is, I'm not the typical gym guy. I will not scold you about how to eat and how to run your life. I will not try to micromanage you. But when you're in the gym with me, I will drive you and drive you. I will set aside all my self-interest for you. Guaranteed. Fact. If you don't believe me, you can ask any one of the 25,000 plus people, men and women, that I've coached in the past 43 years. Blunt Talk Podcast is on a mission to reach and lift all 7 billion humans on planet Earth. Help us spread our message. Help us lift people. Make your mission to lift just like ours. Please share Blunt Talk Podcast, this episode, any episode, with at least 3 people. Just lift them. Just copy the link and please share it. We would greatly appreciate it until we reach 7 billion people on this planet. Please continue sending your comments and questions to podcast@ginoarcaro.com. Please read my latest blog at ginoarcaro.com. It's about the NFL playoffs. Now, if you're wondering, didn't you just say you don't talk about the NFL? Why are you writing about it? Please read it. It's short. You'll see my point. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. So much love to our worldwide audience. Blessings and all good things. Peace.
Don't waste your potential. Don't waste your team's potential. Buy Soul of a Lifter now.